In the meanwhile, if you've been sitting still for the last half hour or longer, you should get up and start stretching and walking around, loosened up. Do some foot circles to loosen up your ankles. So our very first dance is going to be Petits Vriens. So we'll be doing walkthroughs on most things. Only 2 or 3 dances on the list are for those who know it. And I will let you know beforehand which ones I will not be leading at all. Okay, so we are going to do a walkthrough on Petits Vriens because it is an easy one to do a walkthrough on. So for those of you who are joining and have maybe no experience with, well, dance at all, or with dance from the period of the SCA, this will be a good one to get you into the spirit. So Petits Vriens is normally a dance for 3 people. Oh, and maybe you're wondering why I'm wearing greenery on my head. Well, we are in the Maying season, which in Italy is a very, very important time to experience the renewal of spring, and so everyone dresses in green. I'm wearing my green Gomorrah, and they put wreaths of greenery and flowers upon their hair. And so, in spirit with that, I have accoutered myself accordingly and forced my beloved husband to also adorn himself in such a manner. I threw these wreaths together today. Okay, so. Oh, excellent. Okay, splendid. So this dance is for 3 people. If you don't have 3 people, that's okay. You can pretend that you do. We're going to get very good at pretending that we have more people with us than we actually do, I think, as the months progress. So the main step for this dance is a step called a piva, and it consists of 3 little steps and a pause. But the music is pretty chipper. So I'll demonstrate first how the piva looks, and then I'll break it down, and then we'll move on, because you do need to master the piva. You need to at least pretend to fake the piva well to enjoy these dances. So in general, we're going to be leading with our left foot. Okay. So this is how the piva looks at full speed. Just watch. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, da 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 da. So, a little bit of a slower breakdown. Again, I'm going to start with my left foot. 1 piva looks like this. I'm going to step left, bring my right foot next to it, stepping, and then step left again. And then the next one would start on the right foot, step right, then left, then right, then left, then right, then left. The second step is shorter and faster than the other 2 steps, which is what ends up creating that kind of impression, that sensation of skipping, even though I'm not actually skipping. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do 16 of those piva together. Okay, so weight is in our right foot, left foot is free, and if you have people with whom you can dance, then go ahead and dance together with them in a line, by which I mean 1 person behind the other like this. Your hands. This allows you to form a nice line. And if you don't have someone with whom to dance, pretend that you do. Okay, so weight is in our right foot, left foot is free, and da 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 da. Really? We're going to go there? So my cheeky Lord husband has suggested that if you're really like extra lonely and you don't like having a ghost, maybe you'd like to dance with a broom instead. So this is a technique that is cropping up increasingly in dance classes, actually. So do you want to manage our third? I guess so. Okay, so Petits is this little dance for 3 people, and here's our happy little trio. Okay, so the dance actually does in fact start with 16 of those piva. Okay. So we just practiced about 16 of them, and after the 16 piva, we stop, we drop hands, and person 1, who is the leader, Okay, that would be me. Hypothetically, if we were facing forward, then the leader, like this, next to each other side by side, then the leader would be the person on the left. If your left hand is free, you're the leader. That's how it works in Italy. So we're going to drop hands after the 16 piva, and person one is going to continue, just person one, with 4 more piva. So person one, let's go ahead and try 4 piva, running away from your set. Then immediately, person two will catch up. Then person three will catch up. Really get exhausting for random tabs being open. I apologize. Okay. No one should be looking at the screen on my laptop. There's about 20-something thousand tabs open. Okay.
It's terrible.
So let's try that little chase again. Just the chase. Okay, person one, ready, and da 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 da. Person two, da 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 da. Person three, da 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 da. Yay! Now, if you are one of those extra hyper athletic people like I am, then if you want to dance all 3 parts, you feel free to do so. Really, there is no reason you can't dance this dance entirely alone and enjoy it. Okay, so to recap, dance starts with 16 piva. Then we have what I call the 4 piva chase. Person 1 does 4 piva, person 2 does 4 piva, person 3 does 4 piva. I'm going to quickly check and see if there are any panicked messages. Okay. Okay, so person 1 is enjoying this little chase, this little flirty game. You might notice a flirtatious sort of dynamic forming here. So person 1 is going to continue running away, but a little tired after having done 16 piva plus 4 more. So instead of doing those fast, skippy doubles, we're going to do a slower, regular double, a doppio, as it's called in the Italian, leading with your left foot, left, right, left, pause. Okay, so again, that double, that doppio is going to look like this. Step, 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 pause. So person 1 will do that, then person 2, then person 3. Let's go ahead and try that. 4 for nothing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Da 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 da. Person 2. Da 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 da. Person 3. Da 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 da. Very nice. Okay. So to recap, we've done 16 piva. We did our 4 piva chase. Person 1 does 4 piva. Person 2. Person 3. And then we have our double chase. Person 1 does a double. Person 2. Person 3. Let's just go ahead and walk through the 2 chases, not the opening 16 piva. You'll get lots of opening 16 piva. So we're going to do person 1 does, person 2, person 3, and person 1 does a double, person 2, person 3. Okay. 4 for nothing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Da 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 da. Person 2. Da 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 da. Person 3. Da da da. Da, 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 da. 1 does a double, 2 does a double, 3 does a double. Okay, so now we're going to get our chance to make friends in our little dysfunctional threesome. And I guess it's an extra dysfunctional threesome if there's only one of you. So I guess we're going to pretend that our room is a person. Yeah, it's getting lonely here in the Outlands. So the timing on this musically, I'm just going to hum the tune. It's going to be, damn it, the tune just went out of my head now that I'm talking about it. Da 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 da. Okay. So I started teaching this a new, more interesting way that is a literal interpretation of the dance manual from which it comes. There's only one source for this dance. So this might be a little different than what you know. Go ahead and give my version a try. You might actually find it more interesting. So what's going to happen is we're going to try to make friends or enemies depending on what person 2 does. So what's going to happen is person 1 is going to do a figure called a reverenza, and I'll demonstrate that quickly. Mostly you're going to be doing a reverenza with the left foot. Occasionally you will lead with the right. But basically you put your left foot back, lunge down to a point from which you can successfully recover, and bring your left foot back up. To the time of this music, you get 2 bars of 6/8 to do that. So that means da 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 da. Okay. So the way we're going to do this is person 1 is going to start doing a reverenza, da da da, and as they come up, person 2 starts theirs. As they come up, person 3 does theirs. So it ends up being like a wave. 1 goes down and 2 goes down and 3 goes down and comes back up. And even though person 3 is probably a fictitious figment of your imagination at this moment, please let them have all of their reverenza. Don't cut them off. So this is how it's going to look. Just watch. 1 goes down and 2 goes down and 3 goes down and comes back up. Okay, let's go ahead and try that together. 4 for nothing. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 goes down and 2 goes down and 3 goes down and comes back up. Now, person number 2 can either be a meaning inclusive in this figure. So during that person 3's reverenza, person 2 can decide to acknowledge them or not. This is what I mean. This time he's going to acknowledge them just by looking at them. And 1 goes down and 2 goes down and 3 goes down and comes back up. So there's actual interaction there. But if person 2 wants to be mean, person 2 and 1 can completely ignore person 3 on this figure, which leads us to the next section of the dance, the argument. Okay, so let's just quickly walk through the first chase, which is the 4-piva chase, the second chase, which is the double chase, and then making friends or enemies. Oh, I didn't finish making friends or enemies.
No,
I apologize. So after we do our little wave reverenza, 1 goes down and 2 goes down and 3 goes down and comes back up, then we all go down and come back up. And that's really where person 2 can decide to include person 3 or not. So let's try the little making friends or enemies section, our reverenza, starting with person 1. Okay, so it goes 1 goes down and 2 goes down and 3 goes down and comes back up. We all go down and come back up. Okay, one more time. Let's try that. And 1 goes down and 2 goes down and 3 goes down and comes back up. We all go down and come back up. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, the depths to which we've fallen. Right. Okay. Yeah, actually, that seems more like an actual person with a head and a strange cloth. Okay. So, we're sorry, just to make sure. Check messages. Okay. So, let's go ahead and put chase 1 together with chase 2 and our making friends or enemies section. Okay, so it starts 4-piva is the first chase, 1 double is the second chase, making friends or enemies. So I'll give you 4 for nothing. Let's pretend like we just finished our 16-piva at the beginning. Yeah, exactly. 4 for nothing. Person 1, get ready to lead with 4-piva. 4, 3, 2, 1. Da 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 da. Person 2. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Person 3. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. 1 does a double. 2 does a double. 3 does a double. Reverenza. 1 goes down and 2 goes down and 3 goes down and comes back up. We all go down and come back up. Okay, you are. You're getting very good at the room. This is good. It's building extra neuronal pathways. Excellent. Okay, so we are now to the final section of this dance. As you can imagine, with the section named Making Friends or Enemies, the last section is just going to be an argument, and it is. So in essence, what's going to happen is, after we do our reverenza as a group, we're all going to kind of sort of be facing each other, the ends sort of facing each other, the middle kind of maybe facing person 1, maybe 1 and 3, depending on person 2's mood. So what's going to happen is we are all going to to explode each other with one double, leading with the left foot back. So let's go ahead and try that. Ready, and back, 2, 3, pause. And then we're going to go forward a double, forward 2, 3. We led with the left foot back. We'll come forward with the right foot, leaving our left foot free. And then I'm going to show you the simple version of this figure and then the actual version, the more advanced amongst you. So we're now going to do a figure called a ripresa, left and right. The simple version is a single step to the left, a single step to the right. Okay, let's now go ahead and try the simplified version. So weight is on your right foot, left foot is free, and left, right. Now, for those of you who are more experienced, advanced dancers looking for a challenge, then your ripresa actually in piva tempo looks like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and try ripresa left and right. You decide whether you want the simplified version or the more advanced version. Weight is on our right foot, left foot is free, and da 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 da. And then, as the final sign that we've maybe made peace and are willing to try it again, we're going to turn all the way around over our left shoulder with a double, leading with our left foot. Step, 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 step. Okay, let's try that whole explosion figure, starting with our double back. So weight is on our right foot, left foot is free, and back, 2, 3, and forward, 2, 3, and left, da-da, right, da-da, turn, 2, 3, 4. And then we take hands and the dance repeats. Okay, so brief recap. We have our 16 piva. Then we have our 4 chase, our double chase, making friends or enemies with all the reverenza. And then we have our explosion. Okay? So, unfortunately, due to the nature of my musician being very far away, I'm going to have to put myself on mute so that you can actually hear the music properly. That means I cannot call the dance. Sorry. But you're all by yourself and we can't really see you, so whatever you do is right. Yay. So we're going to have some good music. You can either do what I taught or do your own thing to it. Let's see what happens.
Thank you. We practiced a lot with the last 5 minutes.
Okay, so I'm going to mute myself.
There you go. We got it.
Hi. So I think you
Until she's in the floor.
right.
No, now she's. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So I think we should get 4 for nothing.
Like this?
Yeah.
Okay, somebody said
What?
coming in and out. Can you hear us now?
We just
Myself. So when you talk, I can hear you just fine.
Right.
But you're not hearing the music.
So it's like every 4th note drops.
How annoying.
Ah.
So maybe if you can move the laptop closer to you, that's very interesting because we didn't have that problem yesterday.
Trade places. Or do you want to switch to the webcam? How's the mic on it?
We could try the. Yeah, it might be better.
Give us a minute to set up the webcam.
Okay.
We'll see if it's got a better mic.
Maybe you can run them through the dance again.
Yep. I will.
I'm muting so we don't make a lot of noise for you.
Yep. Okay. So we're going to do a run through with my dulcet tones providing musical accompaniment for those who care to. Okay. So dance starts with 16 piva. I will count down 4 for nothing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Person one, for Eva. Person two. Person three. One a double. Person two. Person three. One goes down and two goes down and comes back up. We all go down and come back up. Explode 2, 3, and forward 2, 3, and left 2, 3, right 2, 3, turn 2, 3. Eva. Person one, person two, one a double, person two, person three, one goes down and two goes down and three goes down and comes back up. We all go down and come back up. Slow, forward 2, 3, and left 2, 3, right 2, 3, Okay, good run through. That went perfectly. Okay.
Yay.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
Okay, so that was Petits Vriens.
So good to figure things out.
Because we just did a fast dance, we're now going to move on to something slower. We're going to do a Bassadanza. And there is, in fact, believe it or not, a choreography from the dance manuals that is entitled just Bassadanza. It's very, very simple. We're going to go ahead and do it together. This will be a nice, slow, graceful walking dance, no bouncing or skipping. So this will be a good opportunity to catch your breath and also to enjoy some intimate time with your partner. Okay, what are you doing? No, not during the ball. Not during the ball. No, not during the ball. Okay, so brief note on rhythm. Bassadanza, which means low dance, is in the meter of 6/4. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Could you turn that off, my love? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go ahead and warm up our Bassadanza muscles with some nice sempi single steps. So again, weight is on your right foot, left foot is free, and I just want you to walk in a kind of circle-ish kind of pattern around your individual ballrooms. We're just going to walk single steps. So let's go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Come up on your toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so those are semi. They're single steps. In this dance, they will always come in pairs. You will never do any singles. From the sempi, the singles, we have dopey, which we did in the last dance, but those were over 2 bars of 6/8, which means they sort of like 4/4. So doubles are normally just 3 steps and a pause. In this dance, those 3 steps and a pause look like this. I shall demonstrate, again leading with my left foot. Step, 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 pause. And notice I don't close. I leave the last foot, in this case my right foot, just behind, ready to do the next double. Right, left, pause. Left, right, left, pause. Go ahead and join me. Right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, so let's go ahead and put 2 singles and 2 doubles together, leading with our left foot, so weight is on our right foot, left foot is free. 2 singles and single, single, double, step, 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 pause, step, step, step. 2 singles, single, single, 2 doubles, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3. Again, singles, single, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3. Okay, so those single steps and those double steps have lateral analogs. Okay. So the lateral analog for a single step is more of a swaying step, and it's called a continenza. Go ahead and say it with me, even though I can't hear you. Ready? And continenza. And that means the opposite of incontinent, which means something that's constantly moving. So it's something, a swaying step, it doesn't really move. You're just going to sway from your right foot onto your left foot, from your left onto your right. One of the descriptions is the treading of the bellows. And if you've ever seen an apprentice tread the bellows, then you know they can't really move sideways because the bellows are right here. Their feet can't move from them or they'll fall off and break their face. Right, so weight is on our right foot, and I'll turn around and face the other way. So you can see me from behind. Okay, face the other way. Okay. So come to the right. So weight is on our right foot, left foot is free. Sway left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3. Okay, so those are continenze. And the analog for facing away. For the ripresa, or the analog sideways, the lateral analog for the double is a ripresa. And it looks like this. We also did this in Petits Vriens. Weight is on your right foot, left foot is free. You're going to step left, little cross, little step behind, onto the right, then step right, little under. And, okay, so the timing on that looks like this. Left, left, pause, right, pause. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our continenza and ripresa together. Continenza to riprese. Ready, and continenza, ripresa left, 2, 3, and right, 2, 3. Okay, so you actually now know all the footwork for this very simple Bassadanza. So now we're going to put it together. I'll let you lead.
Oh, I get to lead?
Yes. Okay. So go ahead and take your partner by the hand, and if you are dancing in a rotation first, then the followers should be on the outside. In traditional dancing, in these particular courts, ladies are the followers, men are the leaders, at least for the first time to a dance. So the rotation should be counterclockwise, and the ladies should therefore be on the outside so that you can see our beautiful clothing in its full splendor, right? So the dance is as follows. Starts with continenza left and right, continenza, and then we will do 2 singles and 2 doubles with our partner. Single, single, double, 2, 3, pause, double, 2, 3, pause, and then ripresa left and right. Left, 2, 3, and right, 2, 3. And that's it. And we repeat that over and over. Continental left and right, 2 singles, 2 doubles, single, single, 2 doubles, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3, and ripresa left and right. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. Okay. That is the dance. So 2 continenze, 2 singles. We'll go ahead and walk it a couple of times. I forgot I can't. Sorry, I'm still customizing myself to the fact that I can't call while doing this. So let's go ahead and walk it through a couple of times. Continenza left and right. Ready, and continenza, 2 singles, single, single, 2 doubles, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3, ripresa left and right, left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, continenza, left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, single, single, double, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3, ripresa left and right, left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, left, 2, 3, right, 2, 3, single, single, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3, ripresa left, 1, 2, 3, right, 2, 3. Go ahead and sneeze if you need to. Okay, so that is La Bassadanza. Are there any questions about that? Right, so Danielle de Lincoln asked a very valid question. He said we call Burgundian basse danse, and this is Italian and not so restricted. So yes, we are doing Bassadanza, which is the form that is popular in the courts of Milan and Firenze and Venezia and Napoli. This is not the kind of basse danse that is enjoyed in the courts of Burgundy or even in the tiny undersized kingdom of France. Right.
Nothing little.
Yes. Yes, and my dearest friend and student Rebecca says correctly that the basse danse that are the basse danse and not the Bassadanza are much more formulaic than they are in the Italian peninsula, which makes sense if you understand Italian culture. It's just much more free. I'll put it that way. Okay. Are there any other questions?
I didn't get to see Dunstan's broom for
Oh, we missed broom dancing? Ah.
That's what we get for.
Okay, so Again, to recap, we've got continental left and right, 2 singles, 2 doubles, and reprisal left and right, and repeat until the music ends. And for my musicians, just play once all the way through the music.
Once through? Okay.
Yeah, just once through should be, I'm pretty certain that should be enough, yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay, I'm going on mute. Everyone assume an elegant pose for La Bassadanza. Yay! Lovely ladies, thank you. So for all of you dancers, I should have you know that I threw most of this music at Elizabeth ever yesterday. So yeah, she's sight reading all of this for the first time in some cases. Okay, so to question? No, okay. So to contrast with the Bassadanza, we're going to do what the Spaniards call the Alta, which in the Italian parlance is called the Saltarello. So this is an improvised dance form, so I'm going to quickly introduce the basic step, and I'll quickly recap a couple of figures that you can do with your partners, real and imagined, and then I'm going to implore my musicians to play, and we shall just dance it.
What did you just say we're dancing?
Saltarello.
Saltarello. Ah, okay.
Right. Okay, so the Saltarello basic step is a double with a hop. And the tempo of the Saltarello is 6/8. It's a lively 6/8. Right?
Yeah.
So, with your weight on your right foot, the Saltarello at full speed looks like this. I shall demonstrate for those who've never seen it, and then break it down a little more slowly. 1, 2, 3, hop, 1, 2, 3, hop, 1, 2, 3, hop, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, hop, 1, 2, 3. So that's how it looks at full speed. More slowly, it's that syncopated double, that syncopated doppio. So we're going to go left, right, left. And then on that left foot, the last foot on the ground, we're going to hop. And keep that right foot up, because the right foot will be the leading foot of the next sequence. So the next sequence would then be right, left, hop. Then left, right, hop. Right, left, hop, left, hop, right, hop, left, hop, right, hop, left, hop, right, hop, left, hop, da 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 da. Okay, so now that I've instructed you in the proper Saltarello, the cheater step for those whose feet don't want to quite do that is a piva with a hop. Now, this is not correct. It's a good fake, though. So if you can't quite get the proper Saltarello, then try doing a piva with a hop added on the end of it. So, a couple of figures that we can do. Okay, so we can, with our partner, just promenade around the room. With the person on the left is actually the leader, so he or she who's on the left decides where we go, like so. So you can just lead me around promenading with our Saltarelli side by side. So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
My hands slowly float.
Yes. So yeah, note on handle. This is ahistorical. It's not all historical. This is Hollywood. This is historic. This is bad for your wrist. If you look in profile, this is really, sorry about the light. This is nasty. You should never do this to your wrist, especially not while dancing. You should always try to maintain a line like this, but all of the illustrations in period show people with their hands down here unless they're doing some kind of figure together. Right. So, another figure you can do is to take same hands, so let's say right in right, right hand in right hand, and then you can circle with an even number or some number of Saltarelli in one direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then you can switch hands on the hop and go the other direction. Right. And this is all conveyed by connection with our partner through our arms, right? You need to actually have a connection here so you can be guided. Of course, if you don't have a real partner, then leading or following gets really easy. Okay, we can also do underarm turns like this. And your partner has to watch for his partner's train. Or you can lead. Leaders, you can lead your partner around you on the outside. You go under your arm. Okay, you can also do a two-handed turn. So instead of just right and right or left and left, you can go both hands around. Okay, so that is the Saltarello. Some of you may have learned a choreographed version of the Saltarello. But I hate to burst your bubble, there's no such thing that exists outside of our society. We have no evidence at all that Saltarelli were choreographed in our period. They all seem to be chaotic, improvised dances, especially enjoyed in the later part of the evening. So. Someone very smartly said they're going to enjoy watching the young people dancing. And that is as it should be. Oh, sorry, I'm just now seeing a question from Daniel DeLincoln about the tune for the Bassadanza. That is a usable one. That is from the Penzik file, actually. So yeah, that's completely free and clear. I really do recommend, if you don't have it, downloading the Penzik file. It's available on the Penzik dance page. For those who don't know, the Penzik file is, well, it used to be all the music we've ever danced at Penzik that was pre-1652, but it's been pared down a lot. However, that tune is in the current Penzik file from 2019. Okay, I think I've covered all the questions. Okay, so let us, wait, someone, from. The Saltarello is described, mostly, the step is described in the dance manuals, but the dance form is described by chroniclers who described great festivities and balls from the 15th century. So there are a number of chronicles that you can find in translation if you can't read 15th century Italian that describe these. And at the end of the ball, after we're done with dancing, if anyone still wants to hang around and geek out 15th century Italian dance, I've got all my sources here. I'm happy to break them out and we can talk. Okay? Okay, so, oh yay, someone posted the Penzic pile list. Yay, excellent. Thank you. Okay, so we're now going to, I'm going to have Mistress Elizabeth play one of the, actually it's a 14th century Saltarello, but shh, a little old fashioned, it's okay. We're gonna play the tune and dance whatever moves you. Yay! Okay, so, oh, people are going to bed. Oh, I guess Federico is going to bed. Okay, excellent. So, what was I thinking when I did that? Okay, so I very stupidly put Grene Gynger after that Saltarello. No, that's a hard no. So I'm gonna swap. I'm gonna take the dance mistress's prerogative here, and I'm gonna swap Grene Gynger for Rostiboli Gioioso, because Rostiboli Gioioso has a nice Bassadanza section at the beginning. Right. Okay, so the next dance is Rostiboli Gioioso. I'm not going to do a walkthrough on this one. This is a dance for those who know it. So if you don't know it, then just watch and enjoy the passion play of dysfunctional relationships.
What instrument am I pretending I'm playing? Just looking at the range of it to figure out where it's going to go. Okay. Oh, I want to start over. I'm reading. Starting over. change his rhythm. Sorry. You didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't, sorry. So sorry.
Yeah. From the Saltarello, she didn't know there was a rhythm change.
The drummer was not informed.
Ay, yum, bum, ba, 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 ba.
Totally.
Do we want to go? Oh, do we go back? Okay.
Twice.
All right. So this
Back
time
to
we'll
the
get it.
beginning.
Yeah, back to the beginning.
Getting kind of soggy sounding there.
Yeah. I want to add something to that comment about the oh well.
Okay. What? Yes. Okay, good. Okay. So
If there's anything else like that, I will.
we are now going to move on to Grene Gynger. Oh, wait, was there a question?
Not a question, but a comment about Rostiboli Gioioso being one of the most popular Italian dances in the scene. I can see that. You're right, Aida does have a really nice recording.
Yes, so I would say that Rostiboli Gioioso is definitely one of the most, if not the most popular dance within our organization. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, I'm glad that my apprentice is enjoying her programming this evening. Okay, so we are going to move on to Grene Gynger.
We have a hummingbird.
I'm going to take you all a little far north to the court of the Yorks. So, Grene Gynger is one of these dances from England, and its description is rather spotty at best, and it doesn't have music that comes with it, so we've had to have music composed. So you will probably find a different version of this dance wherever you go if there are enterprising researchers and musicians. So this is the version that actually was interpreted by Mistress Caitlin from Talkenbach, and they composed music for it. So this is not going to be like the version that is done in Eldermere in any way, shape, or form. Here in this interpretation features quite a few kiva. So if you recall from Rostiboli Gioioso, or no, excuse me, from Petits Vriens, the very first dance we did for 3 people, the piva were this: 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, da 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 da. Okay, so this dance ostensibly starts with 16 of them.
Yeah.
The first 12, you just dance around the room in a counterclockwise rotation. But the last 4, you actually get a slight figure. The original source says, and hearts at the end, hearts again. Okay, yes. So what's going to happen is, you're going to come back here and face them. So what's going to happen, we do 12 piva just going around, and then the last 4, we're going to make a little heart figure to end facing. So we each do half of the heart with 4 piva. So basically, followers, people on the right, you're going to cast out over your right shoulder to end up facing your partner. And leaders on the left, you're going to cast out over your left shoulder to end up facing your partner. So let's practice just that little hearts figure at the end. 4 piva over your outside shoulder. Ready, and da 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 da, facing your partner. I said it 3 times. Yeah, please try to listen to the dance, Mistress. Okay, so we're going to try that again, and this time the Contessa's part is going to listen and do what he was told to do. So we cast out over our outside shoulder to end facing our partner. Okay, 4 for nothing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Da 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 da. You end facing. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that together with the 12 piva. So we do 12 piva, just normal going around, and the last 4, we do that hearts figure. Okay, so weight is on our right foot, left foot is free. 4 for nothing. I can't remember the tune offhand. I'll hum some piva-ish thing. 4 for nothing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Da 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 da. Okay, good. We are now in active formation. So the theme of this dance is more or less quick and slow. You do something quick, then you do something slow. Then you do something quick, then you do something slow. The tempo of the music stays the same throughout, but your speed of footwork over top of that music is what accelerates or decelerates. So we just did something fast, a whole bunch of bloody piva. Just did a whole bunch of lovely piva. And now we are going to do a slow figure whereby we will exchange places. So at the end of this figure, in terms of geography, I'm going to be standing where Stefano is, and he's going to be standing where I am. Yes. Yeah. So we're going to do the skirts dance. Okay. So what's going to happen is we're going to do half diamonds. The shape is a half diamond. We each do half a diamond to end up in the other's place. Just watch. It looks like this. Half of the da-da, step, da-da-da-da. So 2 slow diagonal steps forming half of the diamond to end up in the other person's place. Go ahead and try that again. Weight is on our right foot, left foot is free. So we step diagonally forward, left, diagonally backwards right, with a little quarter turn each time. Okay, let's try that again. 4 for nothing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Da 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 da. Okay. So we just did something slow. So now we're going to do something fast. We're going to do basically doubles forward and backwards, going around each other without turning our faces, you know, what the original says. So that looks like this. Just watch. Go forward towards your left, diagonally slightly. Left, 2, 3, tap, and then back right. Right, 2, 3, tap. So in essence, it's what some of you may call a do-a-do, or in more much cruder lower circles, a do-si-do. So weight is on the right foot, left foot is free. Let's try that back-to-back figure again. And forward, 2, 3, and back, 2, 3, and. Okay, so let's put that together with our half diamond. So the half diamond was slow. Weight is on our right foot, left foot is free, and da 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 da. Back to back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back, 2, 3, 4. And please don't run into each other backwards. You can crack your head pretty painfully here.
I did it once.
Okay, so we had the slow half diamonds to switch places, the quick back to back. So now we're back to slow. Back up away from each other slowly, leading with our left foot. 3 slow single steps. Back, 2, 3, and pause. And then we're going to we're going to get 4 more piva and that casting figure again, right? So we're going to come together with one of those piva, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to, followers, you're going to cast over your right shoulder, leaders, you're going to cast over your left shoulder with 3 more piva. Piva, 2, 3, piva, 2, 3, piva, 2, 3, piva, 2, 3.
Right.
Okay, so let's walk it all the way through minus the opening piva. We're facing our partner. Facing our partner. Start, we just did all those pivas, so that was fast. So we start with our slow half diamond with the left foot. Da 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 da. Right, 2, 3, quick. Go, see, go, and back, 2, 3. And then we slow singles back, 2, 3, pause, and then piva to meet, and then cast right or left respectively. Okay. Sorry, checking for questions. Very flexible, that is very true. It does not work to the same music at all, not even a little bit. If you dance Grene Gynger at my ball, it was different than the version of Grene Gynger that was being danced elsewhere. Yeah.
Gives us a chance to cast our gaze over the crowd, such as it is here.
Yeah, it's just that's, so the original 15th century English is horrible in many ways because it's sketchy at best, but it does actually say you walk forward and back a double without turning your faces, which is interesting. Oh, yes. Okay, yes. If I taught it at Casa Brava, that is the same music and it's the same dance. Yes. Okay, that's great. There's a different version floating around that has completely different music. So, but hey, variety's the spice of life, and maybe someday we'll find the actual music. Maybe. I'm not optimistic. Okay, so I'm just going to turn a little more light on because the sun is setting here. I'm going to turn the side.
Kind of works.
Yeah, okay.
Makes you look a little green.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it would be great if we could find more than one English source sketched roughly on the back of a page of accounting. Yeah, I would dearly love that. And maybe someday we'll find it, but there's a problem with this period in England in that it was very tumultuous. and there was a lot of looting and burning. You know, it was a bad time. Okay, so we are, as I'll put it this way, as of now, there is only one known source from England from this period. Full stop. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and dance the dance. It's a lively piva tune, so fake it till you make it, my friends.
Okay. How many times?
You know, a few, like 6.
Okay.
6.
Like a few through the whole thing.
Yeah. So I'd
Alright.
say like 6 times will be enough for them to maybe get it mostly by the end.
Okay.
So let me think. Da, 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 da. So that's the tempo.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
I started last time too soon.
Splendid. Okay. So we are up to, wait, just checking the questions. Yay, okay, fantastic. So we are up to Danse de Cleves. So we just Piva-filled English dance. So we're now going to move to the court of Burgundy, and we're going to do this nice, slow basse danse. Now this is not one of those, as you say, formulaic basse danse. This is an oddity in that it actually has music with the melody and figures, which is not usual for this genre. So it actually makes it quite delightful. So we are going to do a walkthrough on this. So just to rinse memory on it, and my beloved Lord husband seems to be having greenery issues. Apparently do you want to put on your hat and put that on top of it maybe?
Okay. Not yet.
Oh, serious.
Oh,
Let me that hat.
Oh, yeah, sure. Because I'm not warm enough.
Don't shut, please. Okay. Okay, so
Gotta check myself out. Oh yes.
oh, amen.
Oh yes.
Right. So Danse de Cleves is a basse danse relative of the Bassadanza in the sense that they are both in 6/4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Cleves was a duchy that in the 1430s or 40s got absorbed into the, not through war actually, through the usual marriages, no male heir sort of thing. Okay, so this dance has 5 sections. There's a variety of versions of this dance because the manual Continua dance only has instructions for 3 parts of the 5 parts. So there are different interpretations out there. This is my interpretation, which is one of those common I've encountered, but that doesn't make it necessarily right or any more justifiable than any of the others. So for my version, the 1st and the 5th section are the same and are also the longest. So by learning the 1st section, you learn pretty much how. So basically, all Bassadanza and basse danse more or less consist of combinations of singles and doubles. This dance is no exception. So we'll talk about sections 1 and 5, and then we'll talk about the opening and closing separately. So section 1 consists of 2 singles, 3 doubles, and 2 singles, nice little bookends, and ends with a double back. So that looks like this. Single, single, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3, 2 singles, single, single, and a double backwards, double back. Okay, let's walk that again. 2 singles, 3 doubles, single, single, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3, 2 singles forward, single, single, and a double back, double back. Okay, so that is sections 1 and 5. Yay. Now, the second section is a figure, and I call this, some people call this flowers. I'm not quite certain why flowers. It looks more like a stem and a leaf to me. Sorry, we're trying to make sure there's sufficient lighting for you to be able to see us. So the footwork for sections 2 and 4 is the same. The floor pattern is different, the geography is different, but the actual things you're doing with your feet is the same. The footwork for sections 2 and 4 is 2 singles and a double, 2 singles and a double. Pretty simple. So for stem and leaf, that being section 2, the men are going to do one thing and the ladies will do another. So the men are going to walk 2 forward and a double backwards, while the ladies are going to circle out and make a nice circle over their right shoulder with 2 singles and a double. So everyone is walking 2 singles and a double. It's just there's this flirtatious moment of separation and anxiety. Okay, so the figure, I call this stem and leaf because the men sort of walk this straight line and the ladies walk this big circular thing. And so put together, to me, that kind of looks like a stem and a leaf. There's no flowers. Okay, so let's go ahead and try that. 2 singles and a double. Doing your own single, single, double, 2, 3, and you should end up back together at the end of that figure. Let's try that one more time. Weight is foot is free, and single, single, double, 2, 3. And then for symmetry, we invert that. The second half, the ladies stem and the men leaf. Hypothetically, the first half should lead with your left foot, single, single, leaf, and the second half of stem and leaf should lead with your right foot. This actually makes it easier because, no, I don't know what I'm saying. But still, second half should hypothetically lead with your right foot. Obviously, I'm not going to grade you on this, though. Okay, so let's go ahead and try the second half of stem and leaf. Ladies stemming, men leafing. Ready? And single, single, double, 2, 3. Okay, so let's do all of stem and leaf, starting with the ladies leaf, the men's stem. Left foot is free, and single, single, double, 2, 3. Invert, single, single, double, 2, 3. Okay, so let's put that together with section 1, starting with our 2 singles and 3 doubles. Ready, and single, single, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3, double, 2, 3, 2 singles, single, double back, stem and leaf, single, single, double, 2, 3, invert, single, single, double, 2, 3. Okay, so the third section is a section in the manuscript that contains music but choreography. So again, your mileage may vary here. I do a version whereby we do one of every kind of step that occurs in the Bassadanza repertory. So with your partner, sorry, my husband's blocking the camera.
Still checking.
Okay.
Messages scroll.
So with our partner, we're going to walk one set of singles, being that singles nearly always come, like 99.9% of the time in this repertory, come in pairs. So one set of singles, single, single, one double, double, 2, 3. And then a new step for those of you who are not familiar with this repertory. This is called a démarche. It's a slow single step backwards. Back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then drawing that left foot, but not closing. So that démarche takes one whole bar of Bassadanza music. I'll demonstrate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So let's put that together with our one set of singles and our one double. Single, single, double, 2, 3, démarche. Back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then one brol in the 15th century repertory, brol. This is like the continenza in the Italian repertory. We're going to sway onto your left foot and sway onto your right foot. You notice I'm not stepping sideways. That's not this step. We're left and right. It's a weight change from left to right. One brol. And also, in the Burgundian and French tradition of dance, the brol always consists of 2 sways, left and right, always. Okay, so I'm going to do one of everything. One set of singles, single, single, one double. Are you listening? 2, 3, démarche. 3, 4, 5, 6, brol. Okay. So we'll walk it through all the way to there from the beginning. 2 singles, 3 doubles, and single, single, double, 2, 3, double, double, 2, 3, 2 singles, single, single, double back, double back, steadily, 1, single, double, 2, 3, invert, single, single, double, 2, 3, one of everything, singles, and double, double, 2, 3, démarche, back, 5, 6, roll, roll. Okay, so
I got it all.
and I was only calling everything.
No.
Okay, so we're up to section 4, and section 4 have the same footwork. Different geography, but the same footwork. It's still 2 singles and a double, that again. This section is called hearts, and that's because we each walk half of a heart with our 2 singles and 1 double. Right? So that looks like this. So we start spreading with our single, and then we start curving in with our double. Then we go the other way, single, single, curving in. Let's square up a little bit now. Okay. Okay, let's try that together. Hearts, ready, and single, single, double, 2, 3, single, single, double, 2, 3. Okay, and as I said, the last section is the same as the first. So let's go ahead and dance the last section at the end of our hearts here. 2 singles, single, single, 3 doubles, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2 singles, single, single, double back, double back. Okay, so that's the whole main dance. We have, however, our bookends, the opening and the closing of the dance, which are basically the same thing in mirror form. So to start the dance, we start with a reverence, a reverenza, for those who are familiar with the Italian repertoire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And ball. The ball was the little step, all left and right. So let's try that with our reverence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all. Start the dance, and we close the dance with the inverse of that. We brawl left and right and reverence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to check questions. Hold on a minute. No, French brawl steps are tiny. Yes. French, oh, no. So this is 15th century ballet. This is not the 16th century middle class, sort of bourgeois dancing in the public square. So yeah, this is not at all the same as the dances taught by Arbot, or relayed to us by Arbot. So the word parler just means to sway, actually. And so you can kind of see how swaying could eventually become bigger and evolve into something that's has more actual movement. But in the 15th century, brole really just means to shift your weight back and forth. Not at all like the double brawl or horse's brawl, except that there's a vague lateral motion happening.
That's it. Most of the questions.
Okay. Okay, so Mistress Elizabeth, do you have any questions?
You're still muted,
No,
though.
You're
yeah,
still
I'm
muted.
good now. I do, because I think that what I have written as a repeat map for this might be right. So there's 2 chunks of music. Is it just AAB, AAB, AAB forever?
No, definitely not.
Is it AAB, A?
To be honest, I never think of this music that way.
Okay, well then I've got what I've got. I hope what I've got written down is right.
May I?
Yes, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure it's A, B, A, B.
Beautiful. That's
Assuming
what I've got. Okay. I just wasn't sure that was following. I wasn't quite sure that was following, but thank you very much.
The first and fifth sections are 2 repeats of the A music. The third section of the A music. The B music, as long as it has an internal repeat, the leaf and stem and then hearts should each be one repeat of it. But it does have an internal repeat. If the internal repeat isn't written out, then you'll want to repeat B. I don't know how you've got it written.
We'll find out in a moment, won't we?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, I think I've got, yeah, it repeats. The tune repeats. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully this is right.
Sounds perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going on mute. Dance some beautiful French basse danse, maybe Danse de Cleves.
So I think it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think that's right.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
I know you should be bum, 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 bum.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I've lost it. Sorry.
Technical difficulties here with the recorder player's eyeballs.
Okay, yeah, there was a whole lot of extra music. If in doubt, drop notes. We don't need them all.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so the repeat of the A, that's the A. Let's try again. Let's hope this is working.
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
From the beginning. Yep, that was perfect.
Good.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yep, I agree.
Okay, we're gonna do it one more time because we took all that time to walk through it, so we should at least get twice through. Yay,
Wonderful.
perfect.